Hey guys, in today's Meatless Monday video, I'm going to show you how to make some homemade biscuits and gravy. These are really easy. I haven't made any other biscuit recipes, so I don't really know how they compare, but the name of this recipe is 20-minute homemade biscuits, and seriously, they really do only take about 20 minutes and they taste delicious. I will be honest, usually when I plan these out and then it comes time to start cooking, in the back of my mind I'm thinking I wish I just had a can of biscuits because I really don't feel like cooking, but once I start this it comes together really quick and I'm glad that I made them. And it only takes a few ingredients that I always have on hand. So this is what you're going to need for the biscuits. You're going to need 2 1/4 cup of flour plus extra for putting on the counter whenever it comes time to make the biscuits to roll them out. We're going to need 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1/3 cup of butter, and then 1 cup of milk. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and preheat my oven to 425 and start working on the biscuits. Okay, so as you could probably tell, that batch came out really sticky. I guess I didn't add quite enough flour, so I just kept adding more flour, and it's okay now. So I got it rolled out a little bit, and I'm going to start cutting out the biscuits. Now, I just recently got these cookie cutters and the pastry cutter, but I made this many times before without any fancy tools. I would just use a fork to cut the butter in, and I would just use a drinking glass to make the circles, or we have other little shape cutouts, so I'd make cute little ones for the kids like hearts and stars and stuff. So yeah, now I'm just going to cut little circles out. I've got my greased pan here, my oven's ready, and so I'm just going to start cutting my circles. My biscuits are cut out and ready, so now all I have to do is put them in the oven, and I'm just going to bake them for 15 minutes. Okay, now that the biscuits are in the oven, I'm going to get started on the gravy, and this only takes like 5 minutes, and this is all you need. I'll put the recipe below. Of course, it's not my recipe. I got it online one day when I just, like I said, I've never made gravy before either, and I just picked the first recipe I saw, and it turned out good. So I'm sticking with this recipe for a while. So I am having the original recipe, which would be enough for our little family of 4. So I'm going to be using 1 cup of milk, 1 1/2 tablespoons of flour, 1 tablespoon of butter, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then I'm going to use probably about 1/8 teaspoon of garlic salt. Last time I made this, I used the full 1/4 teaspoon that it calls for, and Jared really loved it, but I felt like it was a little bit too garlicky, so I'm going to start with just 1/8 teaspoon, and then we can adjust the seasoning if needed. Biscuits and gravy are done. The gravy thickened up. It only took about 3 minutes. Just constantly whisking it, and it thickened up to the texture that I wanted. So let's take a little piece, dip it in there, and taste it. Mmm, tastes yummy. Jojo, do you love Mommy's homemade biscuits?
Yeah.
Who wants a biscuit?
I do.
Is it good?
Yes.
Want a whole one? You just take it on and eat it. There you go, everyone. Homemade biscuits and gravy, super easy. When you pull the biscuits out of the oven, you can also spread some butter on top of them, you know, make it even healthier. But I've already used so much butter in this recipe and I'm ready to eat, so I'm not gonna worry about that today, but that's an option. So there you go. I'll put the original links below, but that is homemade biscuits and gravy.